Yeah, good day, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Koded Mark, your host, your friend, your comedian, your entertainer. Yes, once again, it's a privilege to have one of our own in the studio, a seasoned journalist and a business guru. And she goes by the name Princess Selin Njoko. Princess Selin, we are so super excited to have you in our studio this morning. We'll say a very big welcome once again.
Thank you.
We are not taking this for granted.
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. And
you
you?
Moving? We're still here now.
Yeah.
And we're still pushing.
Yeah, it can only get better.
Yes, someday.
Yeah, Princess Selin, I was coming to the studio this morning and I heard some guy saying, come, we be like see DSS now don't beat past the whole country. It be like see DSS don't beat past Supreme Court. It be like see DSS go on, I need rule now. So I don't really understand. Princess Selin, I just want you to tell Nigerians the duty of DSS, who they are, the meaning of DSS, and the rest.
Okay.
Thank you.
The word DSS actually means Department of State Security Body.
Okay.
And what is their duties? They collect information, sensitive information from public. They are part of people who go about trying to pick out information, what happened around people, and their main duty is to help government in the area of security,
okay,
and protecting resources of a country.
All right.
And also what I know they do is to keep an eyes on people, by trying to, maybe there's an information about something or somebody.
Yeah.
They secretly, not openly like they do now, secretly go and dig out information. They could be hovering around the place trying to dig out information, trying to find out what exactly is going on here.
Okay.
That's their duty.
Okay.
That's their duty. But these days, I don't know. I try to find out what happened. I know who have told them that this and this is what you need to add to what is being spelled out when you start the job. So that's just their duty, to dig for information, keep sensitive information, and protect resources of the country from being, maybe being stolen or all sort of things that will happen that people might not be aware. So they act like a secret body, but the result, in fact, these days, is not the same. Okay,
it's like, don't you think the government has given them so much power to act on? That's why they are behaving this way.
It's because Nigeria is a very lawless country.
Okay.
And if we say government has given them power, I wouldn't say so. But the thing is that somebody will do something for the first time, nobody cautions the person. He does again, no caution. Meaning that all of them are together, they know what they are doing. So these days, the rules of engagement, they don't spell it out these days. Nobody told them the do's and don'ts of DSS. All of them entered inside, nobody all of us, we're inside together now. So they almost want to do the duties of police, the duties of army, and oftentimes it doesn't go down well. Because people who understand who they are, who want to ask questions. And when you ask, you get in trouble. So everybody decided, let's keep quiet and move.
I'll watch what is going on.
That's awesome.
Something happened. I saw it on a video clip, when DSS was trying to arrest a prison warder.
Correctional center
officer.
Yes.
It was quite embarrassing when I saw it, and I was like, what is this? What is going on? So, what happened?
Well, I saw the video. I watched it again and again. I tried to find out, are we still here in Nigeria? This drama, is it here in Nigeria or it happened in other country? And it's not the first time that DSS will default an order. It's not the first time they will act on their own without listening to who is ordering or instructing them. Emefiele used to be CBN governor, and he had a case. They say a firearm was found around him. I was even thinking that it's something serious, And he has been in DSS custody for over 1 month. And he was taken to court, and court granted him bail. The law says once you're granted bail, until you perfect the bail, the appropriate place to keep you, remember, the main place to keep you is the correctional center, no longer in DSS custody. So one would have expected that after the court gave that an order that we granted you bail with such amount, and if he failed to perfect the bail term that day, the correctional body will take him to correctional center pending when that will happen. But the fact of that day wasn't even the case. We saw how DSS was manhandling a man on Nigerian uniform with coat of arms on it, representing whole Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, see the way they were fighting over a Emefiele as if the man is a child. And the man was full of, you know, the man was jittering and was asking, are they taking me to correctional center? And you see the zeal and the power this DSS was using on this man. You know, somebody is talking to them. You know, they are not just acting on their own. They tore the uniform of the warden from correctional center.
Can you imagine?
And I'm like, almost naked the guy. And I was watching and saying, how did you even get here? Are we still in Nigeria? I know this country doesn't obey court order, but don't let it get so bad and worse that the whole world was watching. It's on social media everywhere. And I'm asking, who told DSS that they need to keep Emefiele in their custody even when court has given judgment? That's the power we're talking about. You take a man to court and court say, okay, we've granted him bail. It's no longer your power to take the man to wherever you want to take him to, except you want to use the man for something else. And it was a show of shame. And I was like, is anybody talking to these boys? Or they are acting on their own? Because they will say, in Nigeria nobody obeys court order. Why will you obey? So this DSS is overshooting. They are crossing boundaries.
And normally they are meant to obey court orders. Yes,
they are meant to conceal secrets. When they say, okay, this person can no longer be under you, you take the person to court. And once they grant bail, you just go and leave the person in court premises. Let God decide what they want to do with the person.
Wow,
but his case was never the same. The reverse was case. Last week I'm like, Jesus, did this just happen around us? So that's who DSS has become these days.
So powerful.
So powerful that you're thinking. The people who gave them job, did they spell out the rules, the don't and the do's of this engagement? Or they just employ them and say, they do what you like with them?
And that is what we see today.
Every day. It's not easy the first time.
I think we really have to know what we are doing. Our job should be spelled out correctly.
Very, very.
Yes. So Nigerians, we continue with this same episode next week. Princess Ella, I want to say a very big thank you, because if we keep talking on this, they go dark.
Also.
You understand? So let's just keep our eyes open and ears wide, because more are coming. Thank you, Princess Selin.
Thank you.
It's nice having you.
Always.
Yes, I remember your one and only.
Bye.
Bye. Your one and only Koded Mark, the indigenous, aka Bupuru Money, aka Igbokada Entertainment, aka Level Money. Much more to say. Thank you. We love you. See you next time.